If you are here, let me know you made it. And this is our, oh, a lot of you guys are here. What? Hey guys. Hey. Hey Lorraine. Hey Nikki. Hey Karen. Hey Lynn. Hey Jennifer. Now you guys make me feel a little guilty because I only got on really to kind of tell you guys that this is our last Posh Late Night Biz for 2020 because it's just so much happening, right? And this is normally the time that I take off. We've had our last class for 2020, our live hands-on class for 2020. And this is pretty much where me and my team kind of just iron out the kinks for 2021. And not to mention, this is time I spend a lot of time with my family. This is time when I do my home stuff, my home upgrades. This is just the time I be human, right? The machine is turned off. So this is like the time. Now I want you guys to kind of do the same if you are able to do so. But I wanted to come on. I definitely wanted to come on and spend some time with you guys, answer any questions you possibly may have, and to just tell you guys that this is the last hurrah for 2020. I'm excited. I'm super duper excited because, like I said, it's a lot of changes being made for 2021, and it's a lot of different directions my business is going to be going in. It's just so many different things I have to offer you guys. I'm so excited about the tour, COVID permitting, right? We don't know what's happening with that. However, I'm excited. So I want you guys to be excited as well. And if you're not excited, go grab somebody and get excited, right? If you're not excited in your business, be excited for someone else's, right? Be excited for mine. Because I'm excited. And I'm excited for yours, even if you're not excited. So if you're not excited, I need you to kind of pinch off some of my excitement to get excited because there's a lot that's happening. So I really just kind of wanted to come on. I don't have nothing specific to talk about because, like I said, this is pretty much the last one. I have a lot of new members. If you guys have seen, I think today we added like 201. It was ridiculous. Like 201 new guys that's in the group. So like I said, we are grown. We have reached 8,000. So it's just a lot of new things happening. We got a really big thing that's about to kick off when we hit the 10K mark for the group. So if you haven't added someone to the group as of now, and you know they can benefit from the Pipe and Drape learning community, add them, because at 10K, I don't care if it's this year or next year, whenever it is, we have something really amazing. Not to mention, I'm not even gonna mention it. Y'all just gotta wait and see, right? And if y'all can't wait and see, I totally get it. But when things drop, you're going to wish you did wait and saw. So I want you guys, hey Robin, you should be excited, right? If you ain't excited, I'm gonna reach over there and get you excited. Oh my God, Lynn, don't worry about it, baby. It's so many of my ladies or my people of my tribe that's not tech savvy and they try to get in and can't get in. As long as you're here now, that's all that matters. So if you are here, let me know you're here. If you're new to the platform, let me know you're new. Or if you have like a funny name that I won't acknowledge, let me know who you are, where you're coming from, and how you found the Posh Academy. Because a lot of people is finding the Posh Academy right about now, right? So I'm excited, guys. Get Robin, me too. Now I pretty much already kind of geared up for 2021, like way back in August. However, I was kind of tiptoeing around COVID, so a lot of things were kind of on pause. But we can't, you just got to put things in place. You got to put things in the universe and let it do whatever it's going to do. I'm so super freaking excited. I just got to leave it there, right? I got one of my shipments in. You guys know I've been working on the premium scent collection. And guess what? It came today, so I'm excited about that. And then not to mention just the tour, we were able to lock in like a corporate sponsor, so we won't have to be looking for venues and all that good stuff. We will be rolling with the same chain no matter what location we are going to. So I'm excited about that. So now I no longer have to worry about where we going, all that good stuff, because that can be a nuisance. So I want to know what you guys have going on. If you have any questions, if you're unsure about something, if you are not excited, I want you to be honest and tell me you're not excited, and tell me possibly why you're not excited. And maybe, we can turn that energy around. And if you are excited, guess what? I want you to tell me what you're excited about. And if it's something that you don't want somebody to know, trust me, I get it. Just tell me you're excited. Just give me like a 3 or something in the comments, because I just need to know I am not excited by myself. Hey, Julia. Hey, Valerie. And hey, she said, hey, Precious in the group. So to join the group, Sarah, good question. So don't join the group. That's all you do is go to this link. Whoop. But the group is primarily for Pipe and Drape. So it's a Pipe and Drape learning community, as well as, y'all know I can't chew and all that at the same time, as well as business strategy. So you guys know one of my groups, because there's just too many groups. I'm only one person. So one of them I did shut down. So moving forward, we will be combining the Pipe and Drape learning community, as well as like the Plan and the Profit. So we will be merging the both, because even though a great deal of you guys struggle with draping, guess what? A great deal of you guys are struggling with business, just business techniques, period, or marketing strategies, or amplifying your message, or finding your target audience. Like, I know a lot of this stuff is so cliche because people talk about it all the time, but I talk about it the simple way, right? It's real freaking easy to find who you're supposed to be talking to. It's real freaking easy to find out what you're supposed to be saying to the people you're supposed to be talking to, right? It's real easy. However, it wasn't always easy. It was a little for me in the beginning. It was a little, I had little struggles, right? I had little struggles. But going through the process, I pretty much just share my strategies, things that work for me. I talk about the myths, things that people always talk about, like do this, and it ain't work for me, baby. It ain't work for me. So all strategies is not a one size fit all. It don't work for everybody. It does not. So one of my biggest things is listen to different, you want to listen to different perspectives. You want to listen to different strategies, and you want to apply whatever works for you. It's not a one size fit all. Trust me, because what's good for me, because I'm loud, right? Maybe that's not your audience. Then maybe that's the people you serve aren't attracted to that. So guess what? My strategies wouldn't work for you, because I am an in-your-face kind of chick. So my people, my tribe, like that kind of thing. Does not necessarily mean that yours will. So I want you guys to definitely, one, be mindful of who you're listening to. Nobody have a one-size-fit-all strategy, because that is not how marketing works. It's not. Okay, hold on. Let me see what Lorraine's talking about. Someone excited. I'm trying to start my balloon business, but wanted to add pipe and draping, but also much training and funds are not where I need it to be. Lorraine, join club, right? And it don't need to be where you need it to be, right? It don't need to be at a certain mark in order for you to start. If the funds is not there, trust me, sweetie, I get it. Even for me, when the funds were there, I act like they weren't, because I'm just cheap, right? So even if that's the case, utilize the free references or the free resources that you have. A lot of us are on YouTube. A lot of us have these groups. A lot of us really pour and really give valuable information. And the main thing I want to say about that, I know some people don't value free information. Some people don't. I don't know why. Some people pay more attention when they pay money. And I get it, because then you feel that like you want to get your money's worth. However, I always say, even when people want to enroll in my courses, I tell them, do your research, right? I want you to make sure that this is for you, because it may not be, right? Do your research, because I ain't the only one that's teaching. So I want you to do your research. But before you even do research, you want to soak up all of the free resources you possibly can. I believe I give a lot of free information, a lot that can really help one to get started. So my whole thinking is, by the time you come to me, I don't really when people come to me, I want you to at least know the basics. Like, if you've been in my class, y'all know we kind of jump in. I don't want to spend a bulk of my class talking about base plates and crossbars, and no, because normally when you come into a hands-on class, you're coming to do some hands-on stuff. So that is where I like the bulk of the time to go. That's why I give like a lot of the basic stuff. I give it away. It's just a free. That's why I have a free course. That's why I have a free trial. That's why I have a free guide. That's why I have free tips. I want you guys to be prepared by the time you come to me, right? I want you to be able to dig in and know all of the basic stuff. So main thing with you, Lorraine, is all of the free resources. Take advantage of it, right? It's so many different groups, it's so many different people teaching, so many different styles of teaching. You got to find which one is best for you. So before you get to spending any money, I'm gonna tell you this, and even I don't care. I always tell people that's looking to come to my stuff too. Do your research. I am Googleable, right? Do all that first so you can be confident and you know exactly, or you have an idea of what you're going to get. If you're coming to me and saying, well, what's the outcome? Babe, you ain't do your research. And I ain't got time to sit there and tell you because it's so much information out there on the Porsche Academy and what people expect and testimonials and all that good stuff. Meaning if you did your research, that's not a question you would ask. So one thing I want to tell you, Lorraine, you can just get started, right? Main place to start is the Facebook groups. Go to YouTube's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of, I even have students that went through my training. Now they're on their own, doing their own thing, and it's amazing. So when I got in, those resources weren't there, right? They weren't there. So that's a good place to start. I want to tell you that. I hope that helped. Hey, Nikia! Thanks, Julia. So yeah, my whole thing is just, you can't hold on to all of your stuff, right? Like, people that are blessed, and when they hold their blessings to themselves, they don't get no more blessings, right? So that's why I don't mind giving myself away. I mean, like, because, I think I give enough away where someone that you have some people that's tangible, like they can just take some information and run with it, right? But then you have a group of people that's not good enough. They really need hands-on. They really need that. I get it. But for that tangible group, I think I put enough out there where they can see and look at some videos and they can run with it. And that's the whole goal of that. Like, I'm able to help. I can't help anybody, right? Some people won't complain. Some people feel like it ain't enough. I get it. But for those that can take some information and run with it, I'm happy to help you. And that is the whole point and why I do what I do. And it's just exciting. It's just exciting, right? I am coming to Richmond, Jennifer. So it's so crazy because I thought I was going to cancel Richmond, but now it looks like, I'm not too sure about Nashville, but it looks like all of our locations, unless we get shut down or something, but it looks like all of our locations, because we already have people booked, like Detroit is done, but we already have people booked. So like all our locations is going to happen, baby. So I'm excited about that. I'm so excited. I'm a little scared to roll out March. I just don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm excited. 2021 is gonna kick off with a bang. We have some, y'all know I've been talking about some different things I'm about to launch. Like I've been beta testing some stuff, and so my last, like, I would say 3 months, that's why you really haven't seen me a lot. So I've been really doing a lot of I've been in the planning phases of 2021, right? I need 2021 to be bigger than 2020. And even though COVID has happened, guys, 2020 has been my best year. Like 2020 has been my best year yet. And it's just weird because I've seen and talked to so many different of you guys that's going through different things. And I get it. Like I that could have been my situation. That could have been my story. And I'm just blessed that it wasn't. So, now just, COVID really has shown us, you just, for a lot of us, it's shown, well, I even thought that my stuff was in order. I really did. But it's shown me that I need to be versatile and I need to always keep my head on the swivel and be able to pivot no matter what. And I'm glad and I'm thankful that I have the mindset and I have the creativity to, no matter what's happening, I feel like I'm always going to be able to find a solution that people need. And I think I'm going to be okay. I feel that. I just feel that. I don't know. I think the universe liked me a little bit. I think so. So Jennifer, we're going to be in Richmond, babe. We're going to be there February the 5th. I'm excited. Hey. Thank you. I have followed you for a while, so I definitely get as much knowledge as when I come to your hands on. Absolutely. So Lorraine, if you make it there, and I'm not even going to say if, because you're going to make it there. If you wanted it enough, you're going to make it there. And that's all I'm saying. You're going to make it there. But until you do, definitely utilize all of your resources. Like I said, people teach different ways. People teach different strategies. People teach different methods. And you want to take it, my son, you want to take care of it. I mean, you want to take advantage of all of it. You know I'm live, right?
Oh, I ain't know.
I'll call you back, son.
Oh, all right. It's her birthday in a couple hours.
At 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, FaceTime me. I'll be off.
All right.
Love you. Bye-bye. Guys, that's another reason why I'm excited. Guess what? My grandbaby birthday is in a couple hours, not to mention in a few days, which is Saturday, I have about 12 of my family members flying here for the holidays, and they're going to be staying with me for an entire week. All of my babies will be here, all my children, my grandbaby, my mom, my niece, so I'm just like, I'm excited, right? So I really wanted to just take off and really focus on those guys. We haven't all been together. Like I went to Baltimore a few weeks ago, but like it'll be like home. So I can't say it because I don't know who on here. Kayla probably be on here. Y'all know how she is. But I'm just excited. I'm excited. I get to spend time with my family. Y'all know we're going to put up the tree. So at first I was nervous, so I had to put it out there like, who put that tree up? It ain't even Thanksgiving yet. And guess what? So many of you guys got a tree up. I've never done that. I normally at least wait till after the holidays. But I know for Christmas, people, they branched out, they with their own family. So I don't think I'm going to have a big bunch here. So I got to take advantage of the opportunity. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, Natasha. And I feel it and I receive it. And for me, it's confirmation. Even if I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing because I may not know it yet, or it may not have come to me yet. I feel as if up until this point, I feel as if I'm doing a great deal of it. I feel that way. I really feel that way. I feel like, I just feel amazing, guys. That's all I can say. Family over everything. I swear to God, Elena, I'm so excited. And I think it hasn't gotten real until like today, right? Like today it got real. I'm like, oh my God, everybody will be here in a few days. And over the past few days, I've been prepping for that. Then y'all know we had classes over the weekend. It's just been super, super, super crazy. Now my house is like crazy because we still doing upgrades. We like painting and it's just crazy. But guess what, guys? Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Then not to mention my little crazy cousin. She been with me. She been here for almost a month now, a few weeks. So she been like kind of keeping me sane. It's just been crazy, guys. It's just been crazy. That's all. I know I said like 4 times, but that's just how it is. It's just been crazy. For someone who just started out, I find your videos not just informative, but easy to follow. Thank you. And actually have me looking for a pipe and drape class over here in Kent. I know, Sarah. Oh my God. So I have been in communication with a few of my contacts because I got another request to come to Canada. Not only Canada, I have Canada, Trinity and Tobago, and I think it's Guyana. So honestly, the biggest thing is the shipping. So I know like that's a big thing with you guys over there. But one thing I want to tell you, so we're working on some stuff to just see how we can make this happen. Because I've been getting requests for those areas for quite some time. And now we got to see how it's going to go with, with the White House. I'm thinking and hearing that a lot of those port fees and all that stuff should be kind of easing up. I don't know. So let's just keep our fingers crossed because I would love to come to Canada. Not only I would love to come to all of those international locations. I think Guyana, I had to get like clearance through the embassy. It was a lot. I was like, guys, I only want to come and teach a class. But you just had to go through so much. But I'm working on it because I want to come over there, right? I want to come over there. The rules don't apply in 2020. Okay, grandbaby. Yeah, so it's my grandbaby birthday and at 12 o'clock. So, well, I can't say, but you guys, so I'll be going live a lot, like just sharing just real or organic moments, right? Like sometimes I'm like, I feel like I come on and it's like, so I feel like it's a training I'm talking about, and I get it. But in order for me to connect deeper, and for you guys to see that I'm really just a regular girl with a block, right? With kids and grandkids and crazy families, right? Same person. but that's like a way for me to kind of connect with you guys more. So I'm gonna be utilizing some stories and trying to get used to it, and I ain't really there yet, but I'm gonna get used to it. So you guys gonna see some crazy stuff happening over the next week, and how my tradition and how, you know, what things I've instilled in my family, how I'm able to relive that again this week, because, you know, I've been here for 2 years and my family been kind of, you know, all over the place, but I'm excited. Oh my God. Thank you, Natasha. Nakia, international training. I love it. That's on my thing. So, oh guys, today I had a meeting, and this was one of my things, but this was for 2021. So I had a meeting to go look at some satellite office space, and I freaking love it, right? So y'all may not see me in here no more. I love my office, but those that work at home, give me a 1 if you feel what I'm saying. When I'm home, even though this is my office, it's home. It's like I come in here when I want, right? And I transparent moment. If I don't feel like getting dressed, guess what? I have on my PJs. I just put on the top and I fake the funk for you guys. But I'm so relaxed right now. I don't put pajamas. But sometimes when you're in that relaxed state, you can't really be as effective because you're not in the moment. Like if I get anything can happen. Kayla could be like, "Mom," or you know, anything can happen. FedEx knock at the door, or just anything kind of knock you off your square. Or you just have the ability to get up and go roam around and do some stuff. It's just different. But if I have that, you need consistency. In order for success, you need to be consistent. So if I'm able to get my butt up and go to an office every day, it'll put me in a different mind frame, right? I know I'll be more productive because, for one, y'all know I'm cheap. And if I got paid for some office space, when I got an office here, it's going to really kind of hold me accountable to get stuff done, right? It's going to hold me accountable to get stuff done and to get it done in a timely manner. So if I say that was my goal, 5 o'clock, I want to be done. I want to be finished working. But guess what? When I'm home, guys, look, it's 9:30 and your girl working. So I'm just developing some different patterns because there's so many things that's happening, and you have to be in position to receive things that's coming your way. Sometimes you can miss your blessings just by not being prepared. So it's all in preparation, baby. So I don't mind scaling back for the next 6 weeks and just really positioning my business and my everything that I have happening to be able to handle what 2021 is going to command from the Posh Academy, because it's coming, baby. It is coming. It's here. It's here. Oh, yes, Natasha. It's funny you asked that, because yes, I do. So send me a message. Thank you, Nakia. So guys, I'm rambling. I'm done. Y'all know I'm a rambling. I'm gonna keep on rambling if you let me. Ask me some questions or something, because guess what, guys? This will be our last time together. Well, like in this capacity, in like Posh Late Night Biz. I'm not sure how right now. Me and my team I got some new team members today, guys. So we kind of like really hashing things out and mapping things out on how the whole entire Q1 is going to be. Did I tell y'all I feel amazing? Oh, so the ladies, oh my God. So the ladies in Saturday's class is so funny. I don't know if any of them is on here tonight, but if y'all are, you definitely got to give me a 2 in the comments. Guys, we had a ball in Saturday's class. And it's so funny because you never know. And this is why I used to say all the time to a lot of you guys. I will always say, smile, put forth your best foot forward, because you never know who's watching. You never know who it's impacting. You just never know, right? So I'm a firecracker, we know, or I'm a live wire, right? We know. So it's so funny because the ladies, just the stuff that they were saying in class, like they just had it down pat. They had my laugh, and they know at the end of my laugh, I always clap. Like, I don't know what that's all about, but I do it. And it's so funny because they knew I do it. And it just was so funny. So same thing I'm telling you guys. You never know who's watching you and who's impacted by what you say and what you do. So you always want to be careful of what comes out your mouth and the energy that you carry, because you're putting that stuff in the universe, and the universe will respond. I'm going to leave that there. I'm not sure if you're on my... You want to know what? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I could reply. No, I can't. Okay, I cannot do that. So I'm going to put my email here for Natasha. And you can send it there, sweetie. So, Lynn, help me out. Do you ever focus more on the business starter planning? You got to help me out with that one. Are you talking about for me? Get it, Karen. Yes, the universe responds, baby. So a lot of times I don't leave my thoughts up here no more. Not the important ones anyway, because I'm a Gemini, so they kind of get a little wild. But the ones that matter, I write them up. Y'all see me looking up there a lot, or looking over here a lot, or looking over there, because if it's a thought that comes and I'm like, ooh, that's a bright idea, it got to go up there, because I'm going to forget it. And if I don't put it in the universe, guess what? The universe is not going to bring it to me. So it's either you have to say that thing or you have to write it, meaning you got to get it out of your head and into the universe, so the universe can start working. It's magic, right? And then before you know, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I can't, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Because sometimes as soon as I say things, right, I could be saying things and I go pick up my phone and I check my email, and it could be something related to something I was discussing. And it's just, that has happened twice today. So that's what I mean. Like, you really have to tell the universe what you want, right? In order for it to respond. But before you even get to saying what you want, you got to know what you want. And it can't be no random stuff. Oh, I want to be rich. Well, why do you want to be rich, baby? Okay, right? And what does rich actually mean to you, right? You gotta make it so blatantly clear that it can respond. Because rich to somebody that have $2 could be $200, right? It depends on what is rich to you. For me, rich don't have a monetary value. For me, it does not. Me being rich or wealthy means I can get up. I'm wealthy now, right? I can get up and do whatever I want to do in the course of my day. If I don't want to work, but that's rare, right? I don't have to, right? If I want to go off in the sunset and take a random vacation, I can do that. So for me, I look at wealthy as a time value, being able to do what I want to do with my time. I'm the richest person on the freaking planet. If that makes sense. But yeah, so for some people that could be 6 figures, or for some people that could be, oh, I need to make $1 million for me to be rich. It depends on you, but you can't just leave that as a general statement. You have to really say exactly what it is for you. And then things will start working, right? But you also got to do the work, baby. You can't just say stuff and don't do nothing going towards the goal, right? But things will start unraveling, and things will show up and manifest into your life. I'm trying to tell you. I was one of those people who ain't believing none of that stuff, right? I didn't. Thank you, Natasha. Lorraine, I love my energy too, baby. I swear to goodness, sometimes if I'm feeling blue, I'll go and I'll look at my little YouTubes or whatever, and I'm like, that girl is freaking hilarious. And I laugh like I'm in third person. I swear, I don't know why, but I just super silly, right? I don't know. And I make myself laugh too. I did. Trina, hey girl. I'm going to miss as me a vision. Yes, definitely. Lorraine, I'm trying to tell you, the vision board game is serious, baby. I was a non-believer. I haven't put no new pictures in there, but I talk about my rotating frame all the time, because that was one of the things that helped me once I got over my first vision board. My first vision board, I did the regular thing, took some stuff out, magazines, and and it got real. It was manifested within like 3 months, right? And then it taught me a couple things about myself. It taught me that I didn't believe in myself as much as I should have. I didn't believe that things were tangible. I didn't, because my stuff was, for me now, it was simple. But for me then, oh, that was grandiose. Like, oh, I want this. And it was like, I didn't think I could reach it. But I was able to do it in a few short months. And that's really because it became a record in my head, because where my vision board was, it was like right next to, it was in my bedroom, but it was like right next to the door. So I put it there because every time I walk past I only walk past my door when I was leaving to go to work, right? But I wanted that record in my head. Everything that I wanted on my vision board, I wanted that to be on my brain, even if it's in my subconscious. I needed it to be prevalent in my day-to-day. While I'm going out here with a mission. Because, I want the house on the hill. All the stuff I wanted. Now I'm leaving with a vision or a mission, as opposed to, I'm just going to work, right? I'm just going to work. I'm just going to punch in, get through my 8 hours and I'm going to get back home. Oh, no. That 3 months got real. I'm like, I'm working towards something. And things just started happening. Crazy. I try to tell you. Crazy. Karen, I swear to God, yes, I was one of those non-believers. Like, people come and to talk about, you got to manifest this, you got to have a vision, you got to change your language, change your thinking. And I'm like, girl, bye. Because you don't want to hear that, honestly, because people make it sound so simple, right? And you're like, you on a struggle bus, and you like, it ain't that simple. Like, it's easy to say than do. Trust me, I was a mad, I was a mad cat, boy. I didn't even know why, right? I was. But, you hear these things, and I get it because, I was one of those folks. Like, you don't want to hear that. It's like, it ain't that simple. It's like, you already on the side where you made it. You already manifested your stuff. Like, don't sit over here. You don't know what I'm going through, right? You don't know. Don't talk to me. But it took me, like, no one could preach to me, because I'm one of those hard head kind of people. Like, I gotta feel it to feel that it's fire, right? I do. That is one thing about me. So it took me to my desire had to grow and my faith had to grow. So it took some time, because I had to deal with all that trauma, all that childhood stuff, all that self-doubt, all that I am not worthy, all that, I don't have the resources. I don't know no one successful. I had to deal with all that before I finally was able to believe and see, you want to know what? I can do that. And not only that, I am deserving. I ain't no different from them, right? But it took a lot of work. And then once I start seeing the small changes, that is what helped me develop my mindset. That's what helped me be able to mold and shape my thoughts. And that's what helped me understand that we can really create a different lifestyle just by thinking differently, just by responding differently, just by changing our language, just by changing people we are connected to. Even if it hurt, you gotta cut the cord sometimes. So you got even if it's painful, I get it. But if that's a shackle around your ankle, trust me, you're not going to reach those other levels unless you get rid of those devils, right? And it takes work. It really, really does. But I'm here to tell you, it's so worth it. It's so worth it because it's greater on the other side. I just want you guys to really experience it, right? I really do. This bringing me back to life. Train. Do we need to jump on the call, baby girl? What you mean bringing you back to life? I'm only a do. Don't play. You don't play. Oh my God. Janie, what you mean that's you now? Are you in the transitioning phase? Like, what do you mean? Tell me what you mean, babe. Yeah, so Lorraine, that was what I did. It works for me. I put it on my bedroom door because every time I left my bedroom going to work, I needed that, like, it was like a stamp, right? And it's funny because y'all know how it is. Like, let's just say you shopping for a car, right? And let's just say, I don't know. I'm going to use the Bumblebee because I don't know. So let's just say now you finally want the Volkswagen Bumblebee. I wouldn't want that, but let's just go with that. So, quite naturally, they all around, but guess what? You never paid attention to them. But now that is a desire for you or something you want, every time you look, guess what you're going to notice? A Bumblebee, because you're attracting it to you. Attraction is just so crazy. God, it is. It really is. It really is. It's so crazy, but that's how it works. You have to be careful of your thoughts because you can really think yourself into some stuff, or you can think yourself out of some stuff that you actually should be into. It's just crazy. It's crazy. If y'all don't believe me, read a book. Because that's where it started for me, was reading books or listen to audible books, because it was hard for me to actually read a book and actually retain it. Because I'm reading the book, I'm cooking some eggs, then I'm rubbing the dug with my feet, and then I'm probably doing the butt dance with Kayla. Like, it's yeah. But if I'm listening to it, or like if I'm in the car listening to it, I'm able to retain it. I'm able to process what it is, and I'm able to comprehend what I'm hearing, as opposed to read. And I'm like, what? I gotta read that again. And then before you know it, I done read it 3 times. Like, that's a lot of time. Too much time. I ain't got that kind of time. So I'm an Audible lover. Get yourself a book. I was hesitant to make one because I had a plan to do a vision party with my sister, and oh wow. Absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lorraine. However, let that be. I mean, you never know really what was behind that whole thing, but you can't let that stop. And I get it, because that's how Christmas is for me, right? Normally for Christmas, I kind of get somber, right? Because I lost my dad on Christmas Eve. However, I couldn't let that, although sometimes it did, rob my spirit. But I couldn't allow that to have me not show up for other people that I knew I had to show up for, right? I knew I couldn't go into my shell or my depressive state, because I have these babies, right? I have a tradition that I now have to start. Some stuff my family never did. And now I have to break the chain and create some stuff and create traditions. And so I had to show up, whatever. I had to dig deep. And I ain't have it all the time, but I had to go down there and I had to get it. And I had to perform, and I had to put on or do whatever I had to do. And now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna feel this holiday. I don't, but I know I have a lot to be grateful for. And I know I always take time out to, just have a moment with my dad, no matter what. But I have so much to be grateful for, right? And I kind of focus on that side of my energy, as opposed to what I've lost, or falling into my empathetic, my loss, or whatever that side is. So it's kind of like I lean on, and I like being around. Now, at first I didn't. I was just doing it, but now I love being around family. I love, even if I have to FaceTime, right? Because my son, he got his own family. But even if I have to do that, just to have the ability to, pass on legacy, and just that, it's just different, if that makes sense. It's different. So I want you to, I get it, but don't look at it as a way to, you're not going to do this vision thing because of what has happened. Look at it as if you have to now, right? You have to. And not only that, you have something to kind of hold it to a standard. It's like you're doing this because of. And that's something that's not only going to give you life, that's also something that's going to have them still be here in some sort of spiritual presence, right? And it's something that you should be able to feel. I'm hoping that makes sense. That's just my little philosophy. That's something that kind of helps me get through. I know Christmas for me is really, really tough. But now I am, and it's crazy because, guys, my father passed 20 years ago. And it's just one of those things that I would never get over. Or I think with time, and this took 20 years, but it's just finally. But also, you got to realize I'm in transition. Now I'm able to see life different. I'm able to understand life. I'm able to appreciate life. I'm able to appreciate the time I actually had him, right? As opposed to being mad that he ain't here, right? Because that was me. He ain't here, right? But now it's like I appreciate just having the experience I had with my dad, because it's still, especially now, like, relationships with dads is like almost unbearable, unheard of. So it's like, okay, I had that. I had the mentor. I had the person that would show me how to fix cars, how to fix houses. I had that. So it's like, that's why I say I try and lean toward the positive, because it's easy to fall to the negative, because it's easy. That we're human, we're emotional beings, and it takes a little more. It takes a little more energy to kind of see things in a positive light, right? It takes a little more than, it's easy to frown. It takes a little more muscles to smile, right? I do it all the time. Oh, wait a minute. This is where I'm at. Feeling I'm not worthy. I will try to do like you. No, Natasha, don't try to do like me, girl. because it took me too long. Don't try to do like me. At least you have somebody in your ear telling you you are worthy, right? You don't want to do like me, because I took the scenic route. It took me a long time. You want to do like you. You want to take the things that you're hearing now. You want to connect yourself to people, resources, sources, to where you can hear it on a consistent basis. And these are the aids that you all right now will need, because if you can't do it on your own, you need those pillars in place. And if right now, for this 90 minutes or however long I've been on here, I'm acting as one of your pillars, then that's kind of where you need to kind of like have a statue. You need to put yourself and connect yourself with those kind of resources, because we aren't always strong enough to uplift ourselves. And if that's the case, you need to connect yourself with people that's going to do it for you, baby. That's all I'm saying. So I can't lift myself up all the time. I ain't perky all the time. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not. And when I'm not, I normally kind of plug myself into a socket that's a source that I know is going to feed back into me the nutrients I need to be able to come and do what I'm doing right now. Because it is, nobody is like this. Am I a live wire? I am. But is it every day? No. Some days I'm overwhelmed. Some days I'm frustrated. Some days I'm stressed. Some days I'm quiet. Hardly ever, but some days I'm quiet. Right? So that's any of you ladies that's on here. If you feel like and a lot of us go through this towards the end of the year. Some of us look at the past year, especially this year, right? We went through a lot of stuff. So some of us look at the past year. Some of us didn't meet our goals. Some of us had some rough stuff. We had got laid off, or we had to push our business, shut it down, or, we lost out on money, or whatever the case may be. And now that it's at the end, collectively, it can become a lot. And it can be overwhelming. And trust me, I get it. I do. I'm not going to never say I've never been in those shoes, because I have. Probably, how old am I? 40? Probably like 38 of my years. It's like I'm playing. I don't know. But I've been there, right? So if that's happening, you guys really have to, don't sit there and carry that on your own. Sometimes all it takes is you hearing something that is relatable to you, that you can connect with, and you can immediately start a shift. Now, I'm not saying you have to do a complete transformation in a day, but at least it gets you moving in that direction, right? So that is what you want to do. So Natasha, don't talk that on my live. You are worthy, okay? I need you, the rest of you ladies, to say at Natasha, say you are worthy. I thank you ladies in advance, because I know y'all gonna do it. Christine, I know I'm pushing through this teaching school to move to drape and balloons. Oh yeah, so are you guys still in school are you guys still all of your kids in school, or is it half and half? I know with Kayla, they still doing, some of them in school, but y'all know Kayla not. I ain't sending my baby there yet, not yet. And it may hurt her social skills a little bit, but she bubbly, she'll bounce back. I do a lot of reading too. I have unfinished business, and I'm praying against distractions. Kim, baby, distractions is one of the silent killers of a business. I'm trying to tell you. So I get it. But if you know that that's one of your issues, or that's one of your things that you're battling, one thing that I could commend you on is you called it out. A lot of us have all these distractions, and we're like, I ain't distracted. I'm good. Like, girl, you all over the place. I was told the other day, like, you all over the place. And I'm like, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I was all over the place. And it's funny because I am easily distracted. I'm a Gemini to the core. I swear, I am easily distracted. But it's one thing to be that way, and it's another thing to acknowledge it. I know I'm that way. You ain't got to tell me now. Like, maybe a few years ago, I'd have probably fussed you down and told you I wasn't. But I know I am now. So let's move on to the next thing. So now you got to focus on things that's going to help you not be distracted. So for instance, like I told you guys, I was looking at office space, right? So I like scenery, right? I like music. I like people. I am a lover of people. However, I know I'm easily distracted. So I know wherever my office space is going to be, it needs to be in a quiet setting, like a library. Right?
It's 10 o'clock.
So you guys that's kind of familiar with Atlanta, one of the offices was Ponce City Market. Now, y'all know we got two men on our shoulder, right? We got the good guy and the bad guy. Now, the good guy was like, Precious, don't do it. Like, you probably going to be, you know, over there eating lunch and tasting this kind of food and tasting that kind of food. Then you're going to be shopping here and shopping there. You ain't getting no work done. You ain't even going to be in the daggone office because there's too much going on. Then the other guy was like, but Precious, you know, they building up all these new stores and you'll be in the loop. And I'm trying to tell you. So you have to know whatever whatever it is that's going to aid you in not doing well in your business, and eliminate it from the get-go. So whatever Kim is distracting you, I get it, but find out what that is. And I wouldn't say kind of get away from it, because sometimes it's hard, especially if it's family. Like a lot of us, you know, we have these, we have kids, or we have a 9 to 5. I told y'all my story with that. So when my job became a distraction to my passion, that is when, for me, it was time to go. The whole time it was working, right? The whole time, you know, I'm going to work, boom, 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 and I'm working on my business. It was good. But when it became a distraction where I couldn't really focus on my business, then I start making the preparations to leave, because this is the stuff that lights me up. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice this, because it gave me a source of excitement and a source of my purpose, right? Like, nothing else gave me that in terms of serving. So I was like, nah, it's time to go. Put that pink slip in. Boop. And I ain't have a plan. I ain't know how I was going to do nothing. But I knew this feeling here, as long as I stay in that, everything was going to work out. So Kim, keep going, baby. Find out what those distractions is. Try and pit against it. If it's not, whatever it is, right? If it's stuff that's, let's just say mandatory, that's like you have to cater to, or you have to facilitate in your life, then carve out some time. It's going to take some sacrifices, but get up a little earlier when everybody sleep, or, you know, sneak away on your lunch break, or stay up later when everybody sleep again. So, I mean, it just really depends. But in the beginning, when you put in that sweat equity, it's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. It's going to be long. But when you're able to sit in the seat that you want to sit in, that was designed for you, you're going to look back and see all the sacrifices, you know, all whatever you had to cut for the distractions, whatever it is, and you're going to feel a sense of peace. And you're just going to feel like you did the right thing, period. That's what you're going to feel. That's what you're going to feel. I'm feeling it for you. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm feeling it, right? It's been 3 years, Lorraine. It's your time then, baby. It is your time. It's been 3 years, and honestly, no one can really put time on how a person grieve or how a person deal with any kind of pain, because it's not measurable. A person, because two people can stump their toe. One person stump their toe on the bed, it's like, oh, all right, and they go put the shoes on. Another person stump their toe on the bed, like, oh my God. Oh. So pain is not measurable. Grief is not measurable. It's an individual thing. So I don't care if it takes 100 years. Point is, that's your time, and you're going to really digest it in a time that you need to, right? And that's, no one can put a time frame on that. All we can do is be supportive factors throughout your journey, or throughout whatever it is, and be, like I said, be pillars and be staples to kind of just make sure that you're uplifted and kind of get through, right? That's it. So you got it. This is your time, baby. Tanya, thinking differently. I'm in my own way at times, not believing I can attract a better clientele. I can be just as successful as other people. Tanya, who told you can't be as successful as other people? You can't. And honestly, that's where it starts. When you tell that to yourself and you believe it, that's everything else kind of just, it's going to happen in the fold. That's the main thing right there. And a lot of people cannot get over that, is not thinking, or thinking rather, that they're not good enough, right? They don't know enough. They're not educated enough. They don't have enough money. They don't speak right. They don't speak the language, or whatever it is. They don't look the part. All that stuff is the stuff that we tell ourselves, and that's the stuff that holds us back. So when you say you can be just as successful as other people, that's where it starts. That's where it starts. Because like I say all the time, success is determined by the individual, right? But the only thing that's holding you back from success is what you don't know. Because if you knew it, you would already be there, right? So that is why I always encourage you guys to invest in yourself, right? Connect with people that know more than you, and ultimately that know more than you in the areas that you want to grow in, period. Because I forgot where I heard this at. I can't remember. I heard it a couple times, but they say success leaves clues, right? So when you, and another one I heard, woo, child, I just got chills. Another one I heard is if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. Denzel said that the other day. I was listening to that in the morning, baby, and it stuck with me. So that's what it is. You hang around the barbershop enough, you're going to get a haircut. And I'm going to tell you, you stay on my live long enough, you're going to come to a draping class. It's like, no, but that is ultimately what you want to do. Once you know it, you feel it in your spirit, the next thing is to implement. You can't know something and don't take action, because when you have ideas and you have thoughts and you don't do nothing with them, guess what? You die with those same thoughts, those same ideas. And that's the worst place to be, right? It's no sense. They say the richest place on the planet is the graveyard, because so many people that had all these ideas that weren't developed and all these $1 million pitches and all that stuff. And guess what? They did nothing with it, baby. So that's why every thought that I have, every idea, even though I can't strike it off immediately, but it's going on this board, because eventually I already told the universe what I want. And I think they like me because they make things happen a little bit. So you got to put it out there. You got to tell her, because she's listening, and she's the only thing she's waiting for you to be in position to proceed, right? But when you say things like, I'm never going to make it, or you already shot yourself in the foot. You already shot yourself in the foot. So that's why I said it's important to change the language. It's important to change the things we tell ourselves. It's important to also hold yourself accountable. Don't say you want something and not willing to do the work. Or don't say, this person is bad for me, but you still got them hanging around. You have to be strong enough to be ready to cut them. And you have to be ready to walk away. Don't sit here and tell yourself, when you sit up here and tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do this, but then you do the opposite. You're doing some, you're messing up the waves in your brain, right? It's like, all right, then you're putting back in that self-doubt. Oh, she says she's going to do it, but she ain't going to do it, right? You don't want to do that to yourself. You don't. Thinking differently. Okay. Angela, you are 100% correct. I'm currently in this place. Oh, it feels so good. Once you change your mentality, you change your words, you begin expecting favor. Hello. These things actually manifest. I'm trying to tell you. Anyone else out there believe that everything we just said is true? I need you guys to give me a 1 in the comments. And even if it sounds true, because maybe you ain't experienced it yet, give me a 2. If you know it's true, or if you experience it some way, give me a 1. If it sounds like it may be true and you kind of want to try it, give me a 2. You might just need a little more convincing, baby, a little more coaching, a little more talking to. I'm trying to tell you, because that's what I needed, right? I had to read some books. Because I ain't want to hear what the people were saying, because people tell you a bunch of stuff. Half the time they ain't got their stuff together. How you gonna tell me what to do when you ain't got your stuff together, right? That's how it be. So I'm trying to tell you, be careful who you guys listening to. Be careful who is influencing you guys. Be careful the information that you take in, because that is manifesting things, right? Because you start repeating what you heard, right? You start repeating what you heard, and you start mocking people's actions. You start just all kinds of stuff, right? People rub off on you, and you are the 5 people that you're connected to. Look at them people. Is that how you want to be? Or is that in some way, shape, or form where you see yourself being? If that ain't the case, then you need to change your circle, baby. You need to change your circle. And if your circle needs to be 0 until you put yourself in a place where people that's ultimately going to help you grow, then get comfortable with being by yourself, right? You might got to get to know yourself a little better. But, you might, ain't nothing wrong with that. You're like, oh, I learned a lot about myself. I'm like, Precious, you crazy. I'm trying to tell you. I learned a lot of stuff about myself over the past 3 years, baby. I did. And I'm glad I've had that time, right? Because I'm so clear on what I want. I'm so clear on what I don't want. I'm so clear on what I'm going to tolerate. I'm so clear on what I'm ready to walk away from, right? And you have to really ask yourself some hard questions, and we'll ask ourselves the questions, right? Or you got to pay attention to the experiences you've gone through and really take bits and pieces of valuable information. What did you like about it? What you didn't like about it? And you got to start shaping things or certain elements, things that you're going to be looking for, right? You're going to be looking for love. You got to start knowing, what do it look like to you? Because it don't look the same to everybody. Everybody don't have the same meaning of what love is. It don't feel the same to some people, like getting hit upside the head. I don't, baby. You can try it if you want to. So you have to know and what it looks like to you, what it feels like. What does love to you feel like? Or what would you like it to feel like? So you got to start asking yourself those hard questions, right? And really shaping your definition of love, because it may not be the same for someone else. Oh, I thank you, ladies, for the ones. Wait a minute. Okay. Jennifer says, some days I'm a 1 and some days you a 2. Baby, some days I'm a 1 and some days I'm a 0, right? But the days I'm a 0, guess what I do? I look at my vision boards. I look at my words of affirmation. I look in the mirror. I say things to myself that I know I deserve. I say things to myself and which I know I am. And it changes the energy, right? It changes the whole dynamic of my day. I'm able to come downstairs like I got some sense, as opposed to coming downstairs like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know today. I don't know if the universe listening. I know I come downstairs like, you want to know what, universe? This is what I want. This is what I need you to do. And then before you know it, it start responding in some capacity, right? Not saying it delivers right then and there, but I start getting clues, and it tells me that I'm listening, precious. Keep doing the work. I'm listening. So that is key. Do I got my shirt on inside? I do. I do. Have it on inside out. Okay, so let me see. You are definitely, thank you, ladies. Tell her again. You are definitely worthy. Janie, yes, I battled with COVID and now I'm so depressed, but watching you, I am feeling better. Janie, baby, I'm glad that you are feeling better to some degree, right? But I honestly want you to know, this is, for one, I'm glad you're able to be here to talk to us, right? I'm glad we're able to impact you in any kind of way, because guess what? It's a lot of people that ain't make it through. So for one, I want to definitely give you all the praise for that right there. Like, you don't have to be here, but you are here. So that right there, you're coming through. I'm not sure if you're all the way done. However, I mean, you got some work to do. You are here for a reason. So I'm not saying you can't be depressed, because I know what that feel like. However, feel what you're feeling, but you have to know, or you should feel, that you have a purpose here on this earth. I'm not sure if you found it yet. I'm not sure if you're still looking for it. I'm not sure, because I haven't really talked to you in great detail. However, for some reason, you on my live tonight, hearing something that's shifting your energy. And that right there, I feel amazing. So I don't know what you need me to do. If you need me to do some hopscotch or a cartwheel, because I would like to continuously impact you in a positive way. And I'm hoping you're not going through this period alone. I'm hoping you're a part of the group. I'm hoping you're a part of the community. If you are not, definitely join. We definitely have an amazing group of ladies over there. Even here, we have an amazing group of ladies here. Guys, send Janie some love. Anyone else that could possibly even be going through what she's going through right now. All of you guys, like, I just found out that one of my close family members also battled with COVID, right? And it's weird, because at first I always had this thing like, you know, I didn't know no one that really, I didn't know anyone in close proximity that dealt with it or anything like that, right? And a lot of people would say, well, you really don't understand the impact until it hits home, right? And unfortunately, that is true. You can have a universal reaction, because you know it's a real thing, and you know that it's really, you know, is affecting people in ways is just unbelievable. However, it's very true. You don't really get the impact or feel in a deep emotional way until it's close, right? Because now you're able to see it for what it really is. You're able to see it, not only the whole process, but you're able to see how it affects the person internally, mentally, the whole thing, right? So I'm definitely, thank you, Trina. Trina say, Janie, you are coming through, boo. I'm glad that you were able to just spend time with us here tonight on this live. Wait a minute. Julia, LOL, you just said exactly what I said about my daughter. She'll get over it. Right, I'm trying to tell you. Jennifer said, Natasha, you are so worthy. Thank you, Jennifer. Natasha, thank you all. Yes, I'm worthy. I will keep saying it. Natasha, don't just say it. You want to know what I do sometimes? Because I know I'm the bomb.com. I know. And a bag of chips, right? But I don't think that every day, right? So the days I don't think it, like on my mirror, I was told a while ago that was a thermostat. I think I told y'all that story, right? And it stuck with me. And it was one of those things, sometimes people tell you some things that it just really, I can't tell you how it resonated, right? It helped me understand my impact even more, right? So I've written that on my mirror because then that's the first place I go. Everybody got to have a morning pee. If you don't have a morning pee, I don't know what's wrong with you. So that's the first place I go in the morning, right? And every morning I'm not at 100. Some mornings I gotta really pull it together. Later mornings you'll see me with my, I couldn't brush my hair the other day, but I still was on here with you guys, right? And sometimes when those days are happening, I can look at that one word, because I know the depth of it. I know its meaning, right? I can look at that one word and it'll instantly shift my energy because it lets me know, one, I have a group of ladies and, even some men that I not only serve, but that I affect in some kind of way, and then in a positive way, right? So it helps me get it together. Like put the cape on, get it together. Go in the phone booth, Superwoman, go in the phone booth, get it together. Because it's a group of people that's really depending on you. And even if it's just you saying, hey, boo, I see you, a lot of people is waiting to just hear that. So whatever it is, I'm telling you, try the same thing, right? Some kind of affirmation, right? Something that you really believe or something that you want to believe. Write it on your mirror. Write it, like I told you guys with the vision board. I had it intentionally set it on my wall as I was going out my bedroom door because I was creating a record in my memory bank that when I leave out this house, I'm on a mission. And everything I did had to align with what was on that vision board. And I did that every day. Almost every day. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Some days it ain't happening. But I was consistent enough that it got done in 3 months. So that's what I mean. Sometimes don't keep that stuff in your head because our mental, we put so much information go in and out, right? Goes in and out. You need to have once it's written, it's recorded. And once it's recorded, now it has to be held accountable, right? So write it on your mirror, write it on a sticky, whatever, something that you can see that remind you that that's what it is, right? That is what it is. You are amazing and you're on your way to amazing things, right? Sharon Jackson, hey, new to the group. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the group. Katina, working on changing my circle for growth. I'm trying to tell you, you have to. It was one of the, even though I've changed my circle, I can't even really say I've changed my circle. I could just say I deleted the heck out of it, right? I really made some major changes and I only allowed those to stay that I knew was adding value to ultimately where I was trying to go, right? And that's just pretty much what it was. And I think at that point, I wasn't even focused on feeling the absence of whatever. Whatever. I wasn't even focused on that. I'm so focused on I deserve this. And the only way I'm going to get this is to get rid of that, right? And I was cool, and I'm still cool. I'm still building, right? I don't have a circle of 5 yet. I don't. I'm still building. Like with me, it takes some time for you to be called my what is called the top 5. It takes a while, right? And I'm still building that. But you got to you have to make room, right? If it's all congested and you got the wrong people sitting in the seats, they ain't going to never come. They're not going to show up because you got the wrong person sitting in the seat. So you have to make space and you have to make room so you can actually really see the people for what they really are. Otherwise, you cloud it. Your judgment is cloudy. You focused on, you got all the people around and they ain't supposed to be around. So Katina, keep going, keep pushing, baby. Keep on changing. And for some it takes a long. For some like me, it don't take me long. I'm out of there, Jack. For some it just don't take long. Jennifer. Okay, some days I'm one. Train. She said, "Freak, you're a trip." Thank you, ladies, for sending Janie some love. Janie, they sending you some love, babe. Thank you, Talitha, Bonnie. I appreciate you. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate it. Elena, I love you, ladies. I swear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pour into Janie. Give her some love. Thank you, Kim. Angela, thank you, ladies. So Janie says it's hard, but things are getting better. And I thank God for sending you and the group to me. I'm trying to tell you, Janie. I'm trying to tell you. All you got to do is keep your eyes and your ears open, baby. They is listening. So I don't know. I'm glad that, like I said, that we were able to shed any kind of happiness or anything that we were able to do tonight, because that's the stuff that's the substance, right? I know I get on here and I cut up and I act a fool. I mean, I just know that. That's just what I did. But I'm glad that it makes somebody's night, right? Because the show will make mine. Oh, God. Thank you, Lorraine. She said, Janie, I'm glad you're getting better. Praying for your health and strength. I had a best friend that passed from, 45. Oh, wow. Sorry, Lorraine. Sharon, my sister almost lost her. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, so many people that really, COVID has really done, it's really had its way with 2020. It really has. It really has. Karen, you may mention that your dad was your mentor. I'm curious to know if you currently have a mentor, work with a business coach, or participate in a mastermind group. Karen, I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I do not. I have mentors. Yes, I will always have a mentor because it's just so much I don't know, right? Like some of my closest people are my mentors, right? It's just so much I don't know. And I am like a sponge. It's just something about learning that just gets me so excited. Like if you could open your mouth and I can learn something from it, I am like, I'm sitting there like this. Tell me more. I don't know what it is. I am attracted to knowledge. It's just, I don't know. So right now I do have mentors. Yes. Like it's crazy because even, like some of my closest friends are my mentors. They are able to mentor me to some degree, right? But like a coach, no. I had a horrible experience with my last coach, and they were super hella experienced. Expensive, and I learned nothing, and I got nothing. So now I have like this vetting process, right? Like I'm doing some research, like on like the whole thing. Like you got to be. And I got to see some receipts, like who you helped and how you helped them, right? So, and I don't know. It's just I've been doing coaching. I've also have had coaches for the past, since I've been in this, I would say over the past 2 years, because I've been in it 3 years. First year, I eliminated coaching. I kind of dodged out. I kept being cheap. Like, no, I don't need people. But I did. I did need a coach. But I kept like dodging that. But me having coaches, it just kind of, it helped me. Even though if the processes or the experience wasn't great for my benefit, like how I thought it would shape my business, it was great because it taught me how not to be. The things that I felt, I never wanted someone I was coaching to feel, which is why, a lot of my clients will go outside of the scope of, what it is. Like, it's just, I never want them to feel like they by themselves, right? Because I know what that feel like. And you get into this program and there's a bunch of promises. At the end of the day, that's all it is. It's a bunch of promises. But it's like, I like being available. So it's just, I don't know. So no, I don't feel as if that's right now what I want to do. I'm more focused on teams. Like I know what I'm trying to do. I need a team, an agency. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And I don't know. My mentors, I have a nice group of mentors that is able to mentor me because either that's something that they're doing or they have knowledge or expertise in that area, right? But I don't, not doing coaching right now. Mastermind group, I don't do that either. I just feel as if, for me, it's not going to work. I'm a one-on-one kind of gal. Like, no, I can't be in a mastermind and it's just too much going around the table because I participated in them. I have. But for me, you have to know your attention span. I know mine is short, real short. Like 2 seconds, I'm off. Look, I'm looking at the next question because I'm like, you taking too long when they answers. I just don't have. And I'm just being real honest with you guys, right? I'm being real. You have to know you. You have to know your temperament. You have to know your attention span. You have to know how you absorb information. A mastermind for me doesn't work because it's just too much. And I know for me, since I'm easily distracted, I can come there with my own set of issues or things that I'm trying to fix in my business. And then I go over here and hear Sally's problems. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got that problem too. Like you just put a whole new set of problems on my plate. So for me, it don't work. And for me, it don't work. But my dad, like, and it's so crazy because my dad was a street guy, right? But I got some of my best lessons from my dad. My creativity, like the ability to almost fix anything, and all that came from my dad. I feel as if as long as I have two hands, or even one, right? Because I only had one hand last week, I was still able to do some stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just that whole, and the way I run my mouth, that came from my dad. He was a storyteller, right? He was a storyteller. And it's just a lot of things. It's just, man, I just learned so much from him. And it's just because he had street smart, he had book smart, and he had common sense. And I'm glad that I was exposed to that, because it helped me navigate situations. And, it just really helped me. Some of it hurt me too, the street side, you're always looking at people like, what angle you coming from, right? When it's not even necessary. But I'm just glad that I was prepared with those kind of tools, because it did help me. So thank you, Karen. I hope that answers. So yeah, I will always have mentors, because like I said, the biggest thing, the only thing that's keeping you from success is the stuff you don't know. And I don't have time to sit here and try and learn all that stuff. I don't, because guess what? I'll be sitting here for 2 more years talking about, all right, hold on, I'm refiguring it out. I ain't got time for that. Where I'm trying to go and what I have aligned in my vision, I need people in place to ultimately help me get there a lot quicker, because I can't do it just me. Well, guess what? It's going to be 2029. And I'm like, guess what, y'all? I'm still working on it. I'm figuring it out. So, yeah. Oh, that is so funny. All right, let me see. Thank you, Janie, for being here. That's all I got for you ladies tonight. I am glad that you were able to, it seems like I'm stuck. Am I stuck? Oh, there you go. It was stuck for a while. So again, I am glad that you guys, Janie say thank you, ladies. I'm glad you ladies were on here with me. Definitely, like I said, I will be utilizing my stories and just really sharing some real transparent stuff, right? For the rest of the year, we done with Posh Late Night Biz, because this is like my scale back time, and I really focus on stuff. This is my segment. Normally from October to December, I don't work, because I push hard. In the quarter 1, 2, and 3, I push hard. Quarter 4 is normally like a planning quarter, as well as take some breaks, right? Sit down, put your feet up, watch some TV. I think I watched 3 shows all year. It's like I'm exaggerating, but I haven't seen a lot of TV, right? Or even really got a lot of those intimate moments, because with family. And so this is like my time. Even doing stuff to my house. Like now I'm making it a home. First it just was like a house. Now I'm taking time to make it a home. And I'm just, that's just where I'm at right now. Thank you, Train. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, Karen. Yes, so happy holidays to you ladies. One thing I will say, I got to go out with a bang, is definitely those of you that's on my email list, definitely look out your emails for around Black Friday time. We're doing some amazing stuff, guys. I want to get them to do the happy dance, but I'm not, because I got on pajamas. But I just want to tell you guys, look out for that. And like I said, hang out with your girl on stories or whatever. If you see something that's funny, send me a laugh. And also YouTube. Like we uploading some more stuff, but our videos are already scheduled out for the entire year. And a lot of that stuff is stuff that you guys asked for. So it's already scheduled out. Excited about that. We adding so much new stuff to we're working on that now too. Like getting all that stuff recorded and edited and uploaded. So I'm gonna be working, but not really working, right? So I want to tell you guys, have a happy holidays. Eat all the turkey and the ham that you want next week, because you deserve it. Don't let nobody tell you push the plate away. You deserve that plate, baby. Okay? I see you ladies around. I will be in the group, like here and there, in and out. And if you know anyone that could possibly benefit from the group, add them to the group. Like I said, we're doing an amazing giveaway. You'll hear more about it once we hit 10K. I think right now we're at 8,100, something like that. Once we hit 10K, we're doing an amazing giveaway. And that's pretty much it. Red fabric. Oh, from the class, Janie, if you're talking about what we had in class. Oh, yeah, guys, how did y'all like, oh, I don't even know if y'all saw it. But so I was experimenting, right? So I did a valance, and it was like a double valance. It was like red and gold. I never did that. We was experimenting. And that was fun because we did that thing in class. We was like, let's just try this. And that was fun. So I got that from LA. I think that was, but that's just, you can still get that from Fabric Wholesale Direct. It's just was stretch. Some of it was spandex, some of it was stretch. Some of it was taffeta. So it's the same companies I mentioned in the other videos. Natasha, I enjoyed this session. Thank you. Have a happy and safe holiday. I will email you. Have a great night. You deserve to have a great holiday as well. Thank you, Natasha. I'm glad you enjoyed hanging out with silly old Precious. Thanks for all you do for us, and happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. So, ladies, I will be out. If you guys do see videos on YouTube, if you like them, like them. If you love them, I think it got a heart. I don't know. If you think it will be something helpful to your audience, share the video. It really does help the channel. And if it's something you would like to see, put it in the comments, because that is pretty much how we are how we're developing our videos, because I want to make sure it's stuff that you guys want to see. So the things that you guys want access for is pretty much all that we're focusing on right now. And whatever I say in the video, if I'm like, all right, if you experienced this, give me a 2. Give me a 2, because it helps me know that people are listening and not skipping my videos. Okay? Bye, guys. Have an amazing holiday. Love you. God bless.